Hi. Have you ever felt that sensation when you're in a room full of people and suddenly you notice someone who, without doing anything particularly special, has the power to capture your attention? It's not someone who's shouting or trying to stand out, but there's something in the way they are that makes you feel like there's something more behind every movement. Maybe it's the look they give you, a laugh that makes you feel special, or even a simple gesture that makes you think, there's something in them, something I can't explain, but it feels like there's more. Has that ever happened to you? And what if I told you that sometimes there are hidden signals, small clues that reveal when someone is secretly attracted to us, without us even realizing it? Often, we miss them, ignore them, reduce them to coincidences or just friendly gestures. But what if instead, we pause to observe and listen closely, recognizing these signs for what they really are? Today, I want to take you on a journey to discover 3 psychological signs that reveal when a man is secretly attracted to us. Signs that go beyond words, deeply rooted in our emotions, body language, and the way we interact with others. And trust me, once you recognize them, the way you perceive people around you will change forever. These signs are not random. They are true patterns that reveal emotions, desires, and intentions. It's not about mind games, manipulations, or pretending nothing is happening. It's about authentic understanding, truly seeing the other person for who they are. When we learn to recognize these signals, we enter into a deep awareness that changes the way we relate to others. So stay with me, because together we'll understand how to read these signs and in the end, live more aware, genuine, and meaningful relationships. Let's begin with one of the most surprising and at the same time, most difficult to decipher signs: laughter. Imagine a situation, maybe a night with friends or a casual chat in a group. You made a joke, something spontaneous or funny, and suddenly he bursts out laughing. But it's not just any laugh. It's a laugh that seems a little longer, a little warmer, a little more personal. Have you ever thought about why he laughs at that joke when maybe no one else does? Psychology teaches us that laughter is one of the most powerful social signals out there. It's a sort of key that opens the door to connection. When someone laughs genuinely, it's not just because the joke was funny. At that moment, the laughter is an act of connection, of emotional closeness. When a man is attracted to you, your laugh becomes special to him, regardless of how funny the joke was. His laughter makes you feel appreciated, like he's trying to tell you, I enjoy being with you, I enjoy your company. But how can you tell if the laugh is genuine or just a form of politeness? The trick lies in its naturalness. A laugh that seems spontaneous, accompanied by a smile that reaches his eyes, is a sign that he's not trying to impress you, but simply enjoying the moment with you. If you notice that his laugh is louder and more persistent when you're alone, rather than in a group, the connection might be even deeper. But why does this happen? Because according to psychology, laughing together creates a bond. It's a way to break down barriers, reduce the distance between two people, and start building trust. So, if you find yourself being the reason for his laughter, even when the joke wasn't that great, it's not just a coincidence. It could be his subtle way of communicating his interest. Now I invite you to reflect on this. Have you ever noticed a man laughing harder than anyone else when you tell a joke? How did it make you feel? Have you ever thought it could be a sign of attraction and not just politeness? Write it in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinion. Now let's move on to something even more powerful: touch. Every time you notice someone touching you in a more intimate way, even if it's small gestures like a touch on the shoulder or a light brush of the arm, don't ignore it. These are much clearer signals than you might realize. When a man is attracted to you, his body tends to seek yours, even without him being aware of it. Think about those times when maybe you were talking about something, and he touched your hand or gave you a light tap on the shoulder. The feeling you have in those moments is always stronger than any words spoken. What the body is trying to tell you in that moment is, I want you to know I'm here, I'm present, I see you. In those moments, the body becomes the main vehicle of an emotion that words can't express. So how do you tell if that touch is just friendly or something more? Every detail counts. If his touch lasts longer than would be normal, if it's light but full of intent, if it happens during intimate moments, like when talking about something personal, then it's more likely that he's trying to tell you something without saying a word. In essence, when a man touches you in a more personal way, he could be trying to create a connection, a physical intimacy that goes beyond just talking. Have you ever felt this during a conversation? How did that gesture make you feel? Maybe it surprised you, or maybe you sensed there was something more behind it. Share your experiences in the comments. Let's move to the last signal, which may be the most powerful of all, the gaze. Have you ever noticed how sometimes, during a conversation, he looks at you more intensely than usual, like he wants to look deep into your soul? Those gazes that linger, that become more intimate, almost filled with unspoken emotions, are one of the most obvious signs that a man is attracted to you. The gaze is not just a means of visual communication. It's a way to connect deeply with someone. Psychology tells us that when someone holds intense eye contact, they're trying to build an emotional connection, to make the other person feel important, seen and noticed. When his eyes linger on you longer than usual, there's a reason. It's not just a coincidence. It's as if his eyes are trying to tell you a story that words can't. But how do you distinguish between a friendly glance and one loaded with deeper intentions? The answer lies in the duration and intensity. If he looks at you longer when you're alone, if his gaze softens or becomes more attentive when talking about something personal, then you're experiencing a moment of silent connection that goes beyond words. And you? Have you ever noticed a gaze that caught you in a special way? How did it make you feel? I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments. Every time you recognize one of these signals, you're getting closer to something deeper, something that goes beyond mere attraction. The smile, the touch, and the gaze are not just physical signs. They are acts of vulnerability, of the desire for authentic connection. And you, being here reading this, can choose to see these signals for what they are, windows into someone's heart. Imagine being able to read these signs with awareness, no longer doubting or silencing them, but truly seeing the truth hidden behind every small gesture. These signals allow you to navigate your relationships with a new awareness, to never miss opportunities for connection, and to understand that the real bond isn't in the words, but in the silent actions that speak louder than any phrase. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments, your emotions. Have you ever noticed these signals in a man who interests you? How did it make you feel? I'd love to hear your point of view. If you liked this video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel to discover more interesting content about psychology, meditation, and relationships. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Remember, the true secret to authentic relationships lies in listening with your heart, without the fear of seeing what goes beyond the surface. Until next time, stay curious and present.